What is your life?
My honor is my life.
What is your fate?
My duty is my fate.
What is your fear?
My fear is to fail.
What is your reward?
My salvation is my reward.
What is your craft?
My craft is death.
What is your pledge?
My pledge is eternal service. So we might pass through the tombs.
Arrogance and ambition work together.
Let us crush his helmet dynasty! Join me directly.
Flawed soul twisted by menace.
Advance one, it is clear. If I come to fight down to the side.
Incoming!
The stench is sick, but the beast is dead. Ready to scan. Throwing frag grenade. Back to burrowing two. Disgusting tyrannies. Activating all specs advanced. Changing magazine. Nowhere left to dig now.
Yo guys, what's up? This is Jack2505 and since release I've had an absolute blast with Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2. Now don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel and follow me on all my socials as well. All the classes now are level 25, all operations have been completed on Ruthless and all the weapons have been unlocked to the max to the relic weapon level. I want to know how you guys have felt about Space Marine 2 so far. Are you still having fun with the game? Are you still having a blast? Also, we'll talk about the upcoming update later on this month in October. Now, let's just have a quick talk about the weapon upgrades and unlocks. Now, the main difference in the weapon tiers are the unlocks of the perks and damage rather than the actual weapon stats itself. I know with some people they're saying, no, the weapon differences are not that substantial, but once you unlock those extra perks, you will see the difference. In particular, once you take those your green weapons, when you like take them into the Ruthless difficulties, you actually then see the difference there. The perks such as extra damage to Tyrannid or Chaos enemies, depending on the operation that you're doing, is vital on the harder difficulties. Also, I've unlocked all the armor sets, which all look great. In my opinion, I think the heavy and tactical looks the best. The 6 operations, as I mentioned before, all completed on Ruthless as confirmed on my previous Space Marine 2 video. Also, I encourage players to try the other operations on Ruthless and not just Inferno 24/7, especially once you get a lot more confident. All your weapons are relic weapons and give those chaos enemies a good beating. My favorite classes are Assault, Vanguard and Sniper. Those are my favorite 3. Obviously the tactical is very good for extra damage, as well as the heavy, and my least favorite is probably Bulwark. That's my least favorite, but I understand how effective and efficient that particular class is on the Ruthless difficulties. Over the last few weeks, matchmaking has been improved, and also less disconnects as well. There were times when we struggling to find a group, or you find a group and then you've been disconnected from the servers. You have to then either reset Steam or perhaps reset your console and then get reconnected again. Over the last few weeks, that's been quite annoying. But the devs, they have seemed to fix that. However, there isn't, unless if you're solo queuing, there's no option for you to be the host unless you join the server, the previous host leaves, and then you become the host. And again, I find that quite quite annoying as well. I wish there was an actual option for me to select to be the host rather than going into lobbies and there are duplicate classes, there are people who are AFK or somebody just kicks you. But overall, it has been okay, but that's where I feel that the game can improve. There is a new update coming later this month in October regarding a new difficulty, new weapons, and a new enemy, which I'm really looking forward to. The new weapon, off the top of my head, is a pistol that's coming, and a new enemy, and it's going to be a new operation. So that's going to be really interesting to look into, and I'm definitely going to be covering that, as I'm going to need something to do, because PvE wise, operations wise anyway, I have completely battered this game. Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2, as I said in my previous video, this is the best game I've bought in years, honestly. A full package, campaign, endgame PvE, co-op campaign, as well as the PvP. The PvP, I haven't touched that yet, but now that I've done everything, I'm probably going to jump into the PvP to basically cover all my achievements, because I want to try and 100% the game, and once I've done that, I will definitely update you guys in regards to that. Now, in a few months' time, because we are in the latter part of 2024, we are getting the up-and-coming video game awards, and if Space Marine 2 is nominated, I'm not sure if it is, but if it is, Space Marine 2 is getting my vote for Game of the Year. It probably won't win it. There are some very strong candidates this year. Black Myth Wukong, to name a few, as well as Power World and other games as well. Helldivers 2, obviously, I know that game got a lot of love earlier in the year, but for me, Space Marine 2 is definitely my game of the year, and I want to know what you guys think of the game in the comments below. Also, just because I've maxed everything out, I'm still going to be playing this game. I'm going to be live streaming this game either on this channel or Twitch or both. If I'm live, be sure to jump in, follow. If you want to join me in operations, you can, and especially for the new update that's coming later on this month. I have a question for anyone who's attempted Ruthless, completed it on Ruthless. Do you think this game is hard? Do you think this game is hard enough? It's the right amount of difficulty, or we need to turn up the heat? Me personally, I think the game's difficulty is just right. I am glad we are getting another difficulty. For me, Space Marine 2 is the kind of game where once you get the hang of it, obviously the shooting, the melee, the parrying, the blocking, once you get used to the system, you've more or less got the game on lock. One of the main issues is if you have another two teammates who are more or less on the same level as you, or if all three of you are capable, you'll practically beat any operation any time. I understand there will be some players who will be struggling, but overall, I think that this game, having another difficulty, another layer of difficulty, which hopefully will come with extra rewards, obviously extra XP, and a good reason to go for the high difficulty, will be a blessing for this game. So far, this game has done very well in encouraging players to keep turning up the difficulty. As I said in my previous video, in which there's a reason to go for substantial or ruthless, and then this new difficulty, hopefully there'll be a reason for practically every player who's still playing by then to then turn up the heat, go up to that higher difficulty, which will hopefully unlock some cooler stuff, maybe better cosmetics, as well as another tier of weapon, but who knows. I'm nearly done with all the the color chapter things. Sorry, I'm not a Warhammer lore guy, but the all the extra bits, but all my armor gear with each class, I've completed that. I just want to get all the colors and the symbols, and once I've done all that, I'll do another video to basically show off all the drip in this game. Now, let me know in the comment section below how you feel about Space Marine 2, how you feel about the difficulty, the operations, the classes, basically from a PvE point of view. I will be dipping into PvP when I can. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you want to join me in games, join my live streams, and also join the Discord, which are also in the description box below. Now, thank you very much for making it to the end of the video. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. You see what it's like to be 250 plus hours in this game, which is a whole bag of fun, and I'm not stopping now. Thank you very much. This is Jack2505, and I'll see you in the next video.